This doesn't work like one of those tasers, does it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It takes when you try to help me. I am Sarah Ladouche Schmazo. My mother-in-law was Jeannie Schmazo, who did the, effort to get the big flag off Tenth Avenue Bridge, Jeannie Schmazo. She was the one that led up that effort and raised the funds that got all the donations. The fire department got on Tenth Avenue and helped her raise that money, which was something that's really unusual that Great Falls would get involved in. But she believed in what she was doing, and she was really a patriot to Great Falls. She was a very successful realtor, and I learned a lot from her as just listening to her talk about real estate, how it's valued, and what you want to look for, so on and so forth. But just to back up, I was born and raised in Great Falls. I was born in 1954, October 26th. I know it's hard to believe I'm 71, but I am, and I still work full-time. But I want the city commissioners to understand a fuller picture of what's really going on, rather than all the nicey stories that just told. Who would be a fool not to have housing? No fool, I'm not that foolish. But at the cost of giving up the sovereignty, that would be like, okay, let's turn this around. How about the tribe approach the city commissioners and say, hey, we're thinking about annexing you into our tribe. That means we will have jurisdiction over you, all authority. The police will police you and will tell you where you get to live. Same thing that is being on the table right now, trading off what sovereignty that we might have. And the truth of the matter is, we're still landless. The properties that Mr. Gray has purchased without our knowledge is not, the titles are in the council members' names. It goes to their home addresses. Gerald Gray doesn't live in Great Falls, nor has he ever lived in Great Falls. Miss Colleen and her brother and sister we got on council, we don't know how they got on. Their appropriateness to even be enrolled is in question, and that's gonna be in court too, decided according to our constitution. You have to be 1/4. If you don't meet it, too bad. It'd be like you say, okay, Sarah, if you don't live in Great Falls, most of the time, you can't be a resident of Great Falls. Well, I can deal with that. That's fair. You told me what the rules are, and so I don't expect you to bend from them. This tribe has doubled in size because I believe it is an effort to go after additional federal funds that these people have blown away about $450 million
Sarah, I need you
since 2019.
stay on topic.
This goes to
Stay on topic.
whether or not they can be trusted. I wouldn't trust them as far as I can throw them. I have one of his employees out here threatening me. I said, what do you mean I have to go out there and scrap with one of his employees? And he's gonna sit there and act like you don't know what's going on? Yeah, he does.
You're on, we are way off course. Sarah, point of order. Sarah, you need to stop, please, when I call attention to you, okay? You need to direct your comments to me, and you need to stay on topic.
It is on topic.
It is not, ma'am. Okay?
Why, you explain to me how, whether or not
You can finish your
you
comments.
can trust the people you're trying to go into business with. I understand that the city of Great Falls can benefit, but if Daryl Gray decides to pull the rug out from under you, guess what? Too bad, Great Falls. I'm a property taxpayer in Great Falls too, and a lifelong resident. I have something to say. I'm an elder. I can't even go to the tribal building. They surrounded me with 4 cops. And I said, what's going on? It was Tito's son that showed up. And I told Tito, and he said, what are you doing? We heard there's a disturbance. I'm just trying to get a tribal ID. Oh, they were so embarrassed. I mean, they're casting a shadow on my credibility. I'm not on parole. I've never been in prison. I went to jail one time. They arrested me when I was in beauty college, put me to jail. The judge couldn't believe they could be to jail. Anyway, that's my big,
you.
story.
Thank
But
you.
when I said relevant, thank you, City Commissioner. I just ask for a pause before you decide.